Hello everyone, how's it going? It's Ed here from Secure Think, and now what I'm going to do today, I've got a little plan to do some local model testing. I've got 4 Qwen models downloaded from Hugging Face, so I'm just going to compare them against each other, doing some benchmarks and stuff. On this MacBook here, it's quite old, it's an M1 Max 32 gig, but you know, it's okay for these smaller models, so we'll run some tests and see how we go. Oh, and at the end, there's a little free giveaway, so it's worth sticking around. Okay, let's run through the tests. Okay, so the tests were all done in LM Studio. You can see I've got the models here, and then I just load them up, give them all the same context, and then run through some tests. I've got anti-gravity, Google's anti-gravity, because I got it for free, so why not use it? And that basically has done a bunch of benchmarks for me, and it runs through them all, and then I get this report at the end, and we're going to go through each one. So first up, we've got the standard Qwen3.5 9b. This one, you can see here, it did 19 out of 20 on the HumanEval subset. We'll go through that in a minute. On the memory retrieval, it did 7 out of 10. Agency, it got 4 out of 4. And then the max speed was 35.7 tokens a second. And then you can see we've got this little graphic here showing the prefill and the decode performance. So it's basically the same, except when it gets more context, then it prefills that slightly quicker, almost twice as fast. Then we run a needle-in-a-haystack against it, and you can see it couldn't find it in these percentages. So it was looking for this magic crystal passcode, and it was hidden in there, and it couldn't find it basically for 4K, but it found it at 8K at 25%, 50% and 75%. On the agency tool calling, it basically passed everything, so it's quite good at tool calling. The HumanEval, these are the standard HumanEval that you can get from GitHub, and it's not the full lot because I don't want to be sat here for 3 days running these tests. So these are the same ones run on all the other models, and you can see it passed them all except for this one, which was too complex for it, and none of the models passed this one, by the way. Okay, and then you can see the Kanban board. This was a test to build a little Kanban board, and it just kept coming back with errors. I had it reprompt 3 times and it failed, so you can see that's all it delivered, and that's not good enough. And then on the Breakout game, make sure you put a player name in. And you can see it's got basically done it all for me there. And then if it misses, it stops playing. You have to hit spacebar and away it goes again. Last life, let's see what it does. Oh, I won anyway. So that's kind of a functional game. It doesn't look amazing. So yeah, that's your standard Qwen. This one, and I'll put all the links, I might even put a graphic in, I don't know what I'm going to do yet, this is my first video. This one is Qwen3.5 9b DeepSeek V4 Flash. So there'll be a link to that on Hugging Face. And you can see this was a little bit slower, 19 out of 20 again, 9 out of 10 on memory, and 4 out of 4 on agency. And the speeds are similar, it drops a bit at 8K decode, this one. It is a higher quant though, it's a Q6 quant, I wanted to give it a good chance. The needle-in-a-haystack 4K at 75% was a fail for some reason, but it found all the others. So maybe it's thinking too long for some of these. The agency passed all the agency tool calls, so it knew how to search for a hotel, knew how to do multiple calls, it knew when it wasn't needed, and could book a room at the Ritz in Paris. That would be nice, wouldn't it? The HumanEval coding subset is pretty much the same as the other one. And then you can see here, practical app generation, Kanban board. No reprompts, it just did it first time in 280 seconds. And there you go. It's got the Kanban board working. And the breakout game, you can see it's got like effects on the things now. They all seem to basically clear the whole level in one go, these models, for some reason. So yeah, this is a you win. So yeah, it's much better for coding. So the DeepSeek Flash, thumbs up for coding. The Qwen3.5b Heretic model. So this is one of those models where you can ask it a lot more than the other models. So I thought I'd try that one because you could want to ask it some technical stuff that the other models would block out. So this is the uncensored Heretic MLX. The other one was a GGuff, so it was a Q6 quant. This one's an MLX. And you can see now it's 10 out of 10 on memory, same on the HumanEval, 4 out of 4 agency and 53 tokens a second. And you can see the prefill speeds are a lot higher, especially when you give it a lot more context. So using MLX on a Mac is a thumbs up, I think. And the needle-in-a-haystack found all those. It could do all the tool calling that the others could do. It failed this tough HumanEval question, which all the others have failed as well. The Kanban board, it did not get working. So if I just open it up, you can see it's not quite working. Doesn't let you do anything. And that was with 3 reprompts. It kept coming up with these errors. The anti-gravity kept giving it prompts to help it, but it couldn't do it. And you can see it took 1,000 seconds there. And then the breakout game, it got that one done with 1 reprompt. And you can see it's very similar to that other game. It hasn't got effects in it, this one. But weirdly enough, it doesn't complete it fully for you on the first go. So I lost a life there. Let's lose another life. Game over. So the breakout game, thumbs up. Not as nice as the DeepSeek Coder one, but still passable. Let's have a look at this one. This is MaralGPT Mythos, which is like a Persian fine tune, which I didn't know until I started testing it. And you can see it's the slowest out. It's passed all these tests, same as the others. It's the slowest one here, 23 tokens. It's passed all the needle in a haystack, passed all the agency and tool calling, failed the same one on the HumanEval, but totally failed with 3 reprompts on the coding challenges. It got that far with the Kanban board, and it did a weird sort of thing here on the breakout game. Doesn't do anything. Space doesn't do anything. So yeah, that one's a complete miss in my opinion. Failed these Kanban challenges was quite slow, and yeah, it's fine-tuned for Persian language. So if you're a Persian speaker, maybe give it a go. Okay, yeah, so the bonus that I was chatting about at the start of the video is I've got my own local LLM app for Macs. Works on any Apple Silicon, even the Neo. So if you just want to run things offline, you know, there's advantages to keeping all your data on your own computer. And it uses RAG. You can import any documents, you can import audio and it'll convert it to text for you. And you can export your workspaces, everything you've been working on, as like a fancy HTML. And it also lets you chat away, and then you can say save all that to a Word doc or a spreadsheet or a PowerPoint. So yeah, it's quite a useful assistant. And just for a laugh, I mean, it's not a coding expert, but I thought just for a laugh I would give it the Breakout challenge. So here's the actual prompt that I was giving the others for the Breakout, and you can see as soon as I tell it to do that, build a self-contained Breakout game, it goes away, starts thinking, and then there it goes. So you can see it's quite quick. It's only like a 4B model, but obviously it's got the RAG assistance built in there, so you can put documents in there that it will look up, and it'll use those documents to sort of come up with replies for you. And yeah, I mean, it's not as powerful as those bigger models we were just demonstrating, but for something on the go, just testing, trying it out, working with a few documents. You've got two modes. You've got document QA mode, you've got general chat mode. And yeah, so if I copy that text and then I'll paste it into a HTML document, let's see what we get. So hit start game, and you can see it's a lot more basic than the other games. But you know, with a bit of fine tuning, maybe you could get that victory. There you go. With a bit of fine tuning, maybe you could get some better outputs, even coding wise, you know, put some RAG documents in there. So yeah, leave a comment, tell me you want the key code, I'll send you a free key code, and then it's yours to keep. You've got your own local LLM. It's been notarized by Apple, so it's a legit app, no need to worry about that. And yeah, give it a go, give it a spin and have fun with it. It's just a good little local LLM, get your documents working. Okay, and if you want to see some more videos, just let me know, leave some comments. This is the first time doing this, so give me a shout. See you later, guys.